If you have noise in your background, please remember to mute your mic. Feel like I haven't been here for a while. Feel like it's been forever. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna check Forex Factory. You know there shouldn't be anything. Yeah, nothing. We're good. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. When was the last time I traded? Was it Friday? No, Thursday. Wednesday and Thursday with last month's private group. So, welcome everybody to the new start time. As you can see, gold is bye-bye. Gold has left the building and we are on to bigger and better things. So let's get into it here. I have some things that I was supposed to have set up, but I don't yet. They were acting up on me last night. So we're gonna stay on trading view here. And it should still go smoothly though. It should still go smoothly. So missed you guys. I missed you guys. Missed you guys. Oh, okay. So as always, we're gonna start with US30. Right, still trading US30. I had my 3-day in-person class, the first one of 2024, this past weekend, and they were the first to to be informed that pretty soon, well, I won't say pretty soon, but sometime in the near future, I might be saying goodbye to US30 as well, and only trading YM and oil. So we'll see. We will see. Even though it's the same thing, YM is the same thing as US30. I may keep both, but we'll see. We'll see, because I'm gonna have to trade it on 2 different platforms, and it might be a bit much. But we'll see, because I really only want to stick to one instrument, and it's gonna, you know, I'm gonna have to be back and forth. So I'm gonna have to think about that and see what I got, what's there. Okay, so very good, very good, very good. Let's get into our breakdown of US30 for this morning. Let me make sure this is straight. Okay. Okay. All right. So US30 was good to us last week for part of the week. Okay. I see a support forming here. We have highs right around this area here. We're still kind of ping-ponging inside this zone here. Still kind of ping-ponging. Let me adjust my zones here. So based off structure here, it looks like we made a nice push to the upside here, right? And then we made a dump, breaking all these lows. So this should for sure tap into that low right there. So I like that. I like that it's doing that. It's kind of filling in an imbalance there, where we're kind of coming down to create another leg of structure, which is not bad. The only thing is, are we going to actually tap into these lows? Because we tried to tap a couple times before and we were unable to do that. So it's going to be interesting to see if we do. I think we will, because it's a high volume session. So I think we will still tap into it. Let me go down to the lower time frames here. I don't really need the 1 hour at the moment. Nice big drop here. What time did this drop? At 8:30. So 8:30 we had this drop come all the way down here. No real pullback here. All we did was create a newfound level of resistance, and prices continues to drop here. So we'll see. We have some structure right here where we tapped into this low 3 times. Price is already rejecting from this area here, so don't know if we're going to come down here. We are creating higher lows here, so we may not come down here, but hopefully with volume we do find our way to the downside there. So let's wait and see what US30 does around this area here. I would love for it to come down, and if it does come down, then I'd be looking for the buy confirmations to take it back on up, being that we are still bullish above these highs. If you guys pay attention here, you'll see that every time we finally broke this high, we pushed up bullish every time. So no reason why I can't do it again. And even with the trend here, I mean, this is lovely. This is what you want to see, okay? So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. So what I want to see, once again, is price to come down, give me some rejection, and look for my entry confirmations for us to continue there. Look at that, man. What did we do yesterday? This was Friday. I didn't trade Friday. Friday, we pushed up Friday, leveled off, and then Sunday we just continued to drop. What did it look like on the 4 hour? Oh yeah, look at that. Retested this supply zone, tapped right into it, came down, bearish break, and bye-bye. So pretty good stuff. Pretty good. So yeah, I'm liking what this 4 hour candle is doing here. Just opened up at 9 o'clock, 9:30. We should see something. Maybe with 9:30, we'll get that push down. We'll get that whiplash on down, reject, and find our way back up. This fucking commercial keeps on fucking playing, man. Enough of this shit. I'm gonna have to find another channel. because this one likes to show commercials for some reason, and long commercials at that. I'm gonna have to find another channel that doesn't have any commercials. Hit the like as you guys come in, please. Hit the like as you come in. I will not be notifying the YouTube chat when I take a trade. That is reserved for the private group. So if you are in my private group right now, you will get notification when I enter the trade. I will notify you guys when I take it. YouTube, y'all are gonna have to use your imagination. And that'll be that.
I have a question.
Say your name first when you say, so I know who's speaking, please.
My name is Brianne Perry.
Okay, what's going on, Bri?
None. What's going on?
Chilling.
I have a question. So, do we need to use the same server? Because right now I am using Black Bull, and we have different candles. So, does it matter what server we're using?
I mean, are you trading US30?
Yes.
It depends. Look, the prices are never going to be the same. They shouldn't be that far apart, but the prices aren't going to be the same. So if you want to use Black Bull and the charts are different, I don't know, because I use Oanda.
Okay.
So it's up to you what you're looking at and what you're comfortable with to look at. If you want to see exactly what I see, you're going to have to use the same one I use.
Gotcha.
Yes.
All right.
Mm-hmm. How do I get in your private chat? You apply when I open up the waitlist. It's 9:30. You're going the wrong way though. You're definitely going the wrong way. Should be going down, not up. Typically, guys, I don't like to take trades around the 9:30 time because it's super volatile, because the stock market is opening around that time. So I typically like to wait before I take a trade. Unless I'm already in a trade, then I have, you know, a decision to make at that point. But if not, I typically like to wait. So it's about to be 9:30. We're going to wait. Let's take a look at oil here. Let's take a look at oil. Now I have to open up my trading view to get real-time data analysis on oil for you guys. I'm trying to figure out some things on that end first, so I'm gonna keep it on the desktop version to show you guys that, just for now, probably just for the first few days. Once I get it how I want it set up wise, I will show it on the live session. So I apologize for talking dirty in the DMs. Can you please unblock me? I won't do it again. You can get off my YouTube. You can get off right now. You can get off ASAP. You apologize for talking dirty, being disrespectful, being a fucking sleazebag. No, I don't want your apology. Get off my YouTube live, please. Don't ever message me again. Thank you very much. Nasty ass bastard. Some people are so nasty and disrespectful, guys. It's not even funny. If I tell you guys what this person, what this despicable person messaged me, you guys would be like, what the hell? Just some of the nastiest, most disrespectful shit I ever want to see in my DMs. And then you want to come on my YouTube and ask me to unblock you? Go get a life, man. Exactly what I said to you in that DM is what I want you to do. Go get a life and go to hell. Fucking loser. Yeah, I said it. You're a fucking loser. Get off my life. Asshole. Coming on here fucking with my piece on here. Loser ass. Get off my life. Matter of fact, let's do this. Boom. Get the hell out of here. I don't know who raised some of y'all, man. Some of y'all just, I don't know. Who raised some of you guys? I don't know. You could tell some of y'all had no mothers or fathers in your lives. Or absent parents in your lives. Alright, so let's look at oil, guys. I absolutely, positively love me some oil. I like oil because I like how it moves. I like how it moves. It's very smooth. It has its moments of being volatile, like small moments of being volatile, but for the most part, it's a very smooth pair. Okay, so here we're looking at oil, where oil was nice and bullish, right? We're forming newfound areas of structure, all of that good stuff. I love it. I love how it moves. It pushed up here, we pushed up, we retested these highs. It literally gives me US30 vibes. That's why I really like that pair. Really gives me US30 vibes. So I'm looking at it here and it is pumping and just moving so smooth and so nice. And I'm looking at it like, yes, you know what I'm saying? So what's it doing here? We pushed up, we made a high, higher high. We came down, we retested, and now it's moving up here again, which is lovely, okay? So if I look over, let's go down to the 30-minute. We're kind of holding this area right here. All right, so right now it's at a high. I like the buys more than I like the sells. We just got into this range. We just started with this range, so we kind of have to wait and see. Let me make this, why is it so damn fat? We kind of have to wait and see how long we're gonna hold this range. And that's what I think here. So I don't really want to take a sell right in this moment. I'm just gonna wait, see what she wants to do, see if she comes up a little higher, comes down, because even though we have some structure right here, that's cool, but patience is everything. Patience is everything, guys. Okay, so we are 80 points away, so we'll see. I'm not gonna look at YM all together with you guys on this right now because it's the same exact thing as US30. Pretty much, almost pretty much the same thing. Okay. Dum da da dum. Do 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 do. Toka Boca. Flavor Flav. I was saying that in our class, it was so funny. Flavor Flav. And every class is so diverse, it's so different. Everybody has their own personalities, has their own backgrounds. A lot of us have a lot of things in common. I really, really like the in-person classes because they helped me to really, really know what's out there, get to know some of you guys' struggles, you know, get to put a face to what you're doing, you know. But a lot of times when you're studying or helping somebody, a lot of the times you it's just a name, you know, and sometimes a profile picture if they have that. So when you get to meet people, you get to talk to them one-on-one, you get really, you know, up close and personal, all that good stuff. It's always great. It's always great to meet other people and you know, getting to know people, you know, that's always cool, you know. So yeah, 9:30 went crazy today. 9:30 went crazy with this push here. Let me open this up here. Can you please show the symbol for oil? I see QCL, but I don't seem to have the same graphic. What you see on my chart is what it is. CL1, that's what it is. So if you don't see that, I don't know what to tell you. It's on TradingView. Mr. Omar Lopez. See how US30 flew, but YM is still chilling down here? That's because the data is not updated yet on here. I have to connect my, I have to connect it and show you guys what it is. But the problem is there's stuff on there that I don't want to show. So I'm trying to figure out how to hide those things before I come on to the live with it. So. Yeah, guys, listen, that guy just disrespectful, man. Just in the worst way. In the worst way. And I don't know if he thought he was flirting with me, or if he thought I was going to think it was funny, or what he thought. But I'm like, I look at that DM, I said, are you kidding me right now? I said, oh no. Nah, I ripped him a new asshole. And then I sent him back to his mother. Ripped him a new asshole and sent him crying back to his mama. I'm telling y'all, it's disgusting. Disgusting, man. Just horrible. And then you want to come on my YouTube live talking about, I'm sorry, please unblock me. Who does that? Who does that? Just walk away. Just leave. Just, geez, have some pride. Have some shame. You come back begging to be unblocked? No, go open up a fake page and come try to follow me again on a fake page. That's what a normal person would do. They're not gonna come back begging and crying like a little bitch. They're gonna find a way to get around something, and then they're not gonna act stupid again. They're gonna do the right thing this time around. The hell? Crazy. Crazy to me. Nuts, nuts, nuts. So I'm waiting for US30 to pull back here and not have a crazy whiplash move. He got folded and sent on his way. Yeah. Charlene folded rude dude's clothes with him in it and sent him to hell. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Nah, you gotta handle people as they handle you. You know what I'm saying? Forget Instagram, forget all of that. At the end of the day, I'm a woman. You have respect for a woman. If you're a grown man, you have some level of respect. I don't know who raised you or what your parents did wrong with him, but or what type of immature shit he's on. But I do not have time for stuff like that. I will let you know quick. I will put you in your place quick. Some people just I don't know. They just don't have it. They just don't have it. So I ain't gonna make no excuses. Grown men. This is not a child. This is a grown person we're talking about here. Okay? And I'm not gonna tolerate it. I'm just not. I don't care. I don't care who you are. I wouldn't take that from anybody. And I wouldn't advise any of you to do that. You know what I'm saying? So how many times have you withdrawn from Fyntura? 3 times so far. Charlene, a few days ago you uploaded a video why I left Forex and moved, but why was it removed? It was removed because I did not listen back. I usually listen back to all my videos before I upload them, but I was super busy that day, so I didn't get a chance to. And when I did get a moment to listen to it after I uploaded it, because I thought it was just fine, I listened and I heard this clicking sound in the background. And it was actually because I was driving when I was doing the video, and my holder, the mount that I have in my car, I guess while I was driving, it was like bouncing and it was hitting the dashboard like a little like bouncing. Every time I hit you know, a pothole or whatever, it would hit that clicking noise, and it wasn't stable. And I did not realize that my mic was picking up that sound. So throughout the little bit that I heard in the video, all I heard was me talking, and all you heard was click, 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 click. And I was like, what the hell? So I was like, nah, I can't put that out there. I can't have that out there. So I took it down, and I literally have to re-record it and re-upload it. And because I was so busy with my in-person class I had to prepare for, I had a lot of logistical things to do. I have house stuff that I have to take care of. It was a lot, and I was like, I do not have time to re-record this thing again. So I'll just take care of it when I have a moment of free time. So I'll probably re-record it today. Today, kind of relaxing today since I've had a very hectic last few weeks. The last 2 weeks have been very hectic for me, so I'm kind of gonna relax a little bit, decompress a little today, relax, and maybe today I'll re-record it and re-upload it. Especially since today is the first day we're doing, you know, the futures live and everything. So yeah, I apologize. I had to take it down because it would have annoyed people. Trust me. If it annoyed me, it would have annoyed some of you guys too. So that's why I took it down. The next video that I put out about it, it will be right along the same stuff, right around the same line. That's all. Right along the same line. Okay. So that's that. Cyrus, thank you for the $20. Thank you, Cyrus. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Y'all better not mess with Haitian females. They ain't the one to be played with. Yeah. Dude, don't realize Charlene's a former police. She trained not to take that. Have you tried OX Securities Broker? Nope. Nope. So what US30 did here is not my typical entry confirmation here. One rejection candle and then another one that flew from there is nuts. Price came down, pushed up here right at 925, and then as you can see 930 took off like a rocket. So this is not my entry confirmation, so I have to wait for the one that I am comfortable with taking. So US30 is not giving us any easy trades here today, making it nice and difficult for us without jumping into random trades. So we just have to wait and see. Can you please drop some ideas about risk management for futures in the video, please? Risk management is the same all across the board, no matter what you trade. It's the same all across the board. Do not risk what you're not willing to lose, period. That's risk management, guys, in a nutshell. Don't risk more than what you're willing to lose in that trade, in that day. That's it. If you have $1,000 account, how much are you willing to lose to be okay with the trade, with the outcome? Win or lose. Because you don't know how much you're going to win. You don't. The only thing you can control is how much you're going to lose. It's the only thing you have control over. Our 5-minute order blocks are good. That's not a logical question. There's order blocks on every time frame. You can trade them on every time frame. There's no order block area that's good or bad. That's not a black or white question for trading. It's what time frame do you trade and what time frames are you comfortable trading on that for that order block. You can find order blocks on the 1 minute and trade them. You can find order blocks on the daily and trade them. There's order blocks on every time frame. I was taught to ignore them under H1, so I was a bit confused. I don't know who told you that. If anybody told you to ignore them under H1, that person is most likely a swing trader, and they're telling you to ignore confirmations on the lower time frames and just focus on the higher time frames. And you can't do that. You can't do that. Even if you're a swing trader, you still need the lower time frames to analyze. You still got to analyze them because you got to look for an entry. The smaller time frames are just for entries. Mostly just for entries, because even if you're a swing trader, you can't enter on the daily or the 4 hour or the 1 hour. You can't take an entry on those time frames. That's gonna be a crazy ass entry. No matter what kind of trader you are, entry time frames are 5, 15, and 30 minutes, period. And on some pairs, the 30-minute is too high, even. Like on an indice, like NAS, US30, you enter on the 30-minute, you pretty much miss the move. I can promise you, you're mostly gonna miss the move. You're gonna enter at a shitty ass entry, and your stop loss is gonna be massive. Because the more volatile the pair is, the lower the time frame you have to enter on. That's just it. That's just it. And usually the more volatile pairs are the ones that pay out the most. That's what it is. So it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. You cannot ignore the lower time frames. Why would they tell you to ignore under H1? How are you going to enter? because you're catching a swing. If you're looking for an order block on a time frame, let's say the 5 minute, you're taking the 5 minute to the next 5 minute order block. You can take an entry on the 5 minute order block and target a 1 hour or 4 hour order block. You can do that, but it's gonna take a while. You're gonna have to execute a bunch of patience. So that's how I look at it. You basically, if you're trading off the 5 minute order block, you better be looking to target another 5 minute order block. If you're trading a 1 hour order block, you can target another 1 hour order block. That's pretty much, they play hand in hand with each other. So that's the best way I can put it. Yes. Yes. So US30 tapped into this area here. Let me see the higher time frames. Yeah. Are we gonna break that high or not? Or are we just taking a breather? That's gonna be interesting to see. Still, 15 minute is still bullish. 5 minute rejecting, 15 is still bullish though. So I would like to see a 15 minute bearish break. That would give me more confirmation to look for a sell from these highs on down. Can we look at gold? No, we no longer look at gold. Look at the title of the live stream. Gold has been removed. I'm gonna be changing the, I completely forgot to change my thumbnail. So the thumbnail is gonna be changed also. So it doesn't say gold anymore. Because we don't trade gold. I haven't traded gold in months. One second, guys. I gotta take this phone call. Good morning, Zach. How are you? Work does not stop. Work does not stop. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I have to do this on my Good morning. How was the 3D in person? When is the video coming out? Soon. It was good and it's coming out soon. Hey Charlene, I'm migrating over to futures too. I've been more Forex prop than personal. I see Fyntura still uses MetaTrader. How comfortable are you with personal cash in Forex now? More importantly, I don't understand when people ask me that question, because if I'm still using it, then obviously I'm comfortable with it to a certain degree. So I don't understand that question. They say, oh, you're using this broker? Do you trust them? You're using this broker. Are they good? Did you do this? Did you do that? And I'm just thinking, like, why are y'all asking me these dumb questions? If I'm using something, obviously I trust it. If I didn't trust it, I wouldn't be using it. That's just crazy to me how y'all can even think to ask those questions. That's like, do you trust this medication? I see you're taking this medication every day. Do you trust this medication? Like, obviously you trust it if you're taking it. If you're using something, you like it, you trust it, you believe in it, you've used it, you've tested it, you have some ounce of trust with it. Like, where do y'all be getting these questions from? Guys, please ask me better questions, guys. Don't say, hey Charlene, I see you wearing that hoodie. Do you like that brand? Do you like white hoodies? I see you wear a lot of white hoodies. Do you really like them? Like, that's what that sounds like when you ask those questions. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm being for real. I'm being for real, guys. Come on. Especially with something that is holding on to your money. You guys work hard for your money, right? You care about your funds, right? You think I would put my money in something that I don't trust at all? It's my money. I worked for it. I cherish my money. It's important to me. I need money to live. So you think I'm going to put my money in something that I feel like I'm going to lose it? And then I'm going to tell other people to use the same thing? Come on, guys. Come on. Common sense. Common sense, guys. That's all it is. Common sense. Simple. I'm not going to tell y'all to do something that I wouldn't do. Y'all know I keep it real with y'all. I'll keep it a buck with you guys. If I don't like something, I'm going to tell you I don't like it. If I'm using it, it means I like it and I trust it. I'm not going to use something that I don't trust. Jeez Louise. Coño. Hold on, get. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny today. Papa? Okay. Oh boy. Okay, let's see here. Don't start with me today. Oh boy. Yes, beautiful. Come on down. Come on down, oil. Come on down. You are the next contestant on The Price is Right. When I tell y'all we are going to be slapping oil on these lives, guys, let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. they ask me for one more freaking thing, I'm gonna freaking scream. I'm going to scream. Yes, sir. US30 in profit. Yes, sir. Oil profit. Let's go. Let's go. Lovely, lovely. Private group, you guys good with the profits on US30? I'm about to take profit here, just so you guys know. Let me know in the chat if you guys are in good profits on US30. Yes? Alright, perfect. Everybody, yes. Yes, yes. Very good. Very good. Very good. Alright. I just took profit. I just took profit. All right, very good, very good, very good. First trade of March was a win. First trade of March was a win. 500 watching, 184 likes. Ouch. Ouch. Tell me you don't like me without telling me. You and Gold broke up? Yep. We've been broke up. You and Gold broke up. Yes, oil. Come on. Give me some. Yes, sir. I closed my sell in US30 and took buys. Cool. Charlene, do you go for RR ratio or dollar amount? Dollar amount. Is it just me or does crude oil move super fast? I wouldn't say so. CL is a future first broker. I'm preparing to trade oil from tomorrow on. I found the subscription on TradingView, but now looking for it at my broker. Is also listed as CL. Is it also listed as CL? Okay. So Marcia, I don't recommend, if you don't already trade it, for you to jump into it right away tomorrow. It's not going to happen. You need to learn how to trade it, what to look for, and how to set up your account. You're trying to rush and do everything right now, and that's not the best thing to be doing. Take your time, look through everything, research what you're doing, and don't just jump on oil because you see me jump on oil. I have been backtesting oil now for the last 2 months. So I didn't just start one day and then now I'm doing it. Take your time, learn what you're doing, and then come on into it. Okay. When I dropped the application for this, I notified you guys in the application what I would be trading and when I'd be trading it. So I don't recommend that you just look at oil right now today when you guys should have already known that I was going to be trading oil on here. I've said it several times. So if you're not already trading a futures pair on a futures broker, it's not the same as Forex. There's a bit of a learning curve to it. So don't rush the process and just jump into it not knowing what you're doing. Okay? You guys are going to make a lot of mistakes doing this stuff and trying to rush into things, trying to make a quick buck. And it doesn't work that way. You have to know exactly what you're doing and give it some time. You need to be trading on demo futures accounts first to get the hang of everything, to understand what it is you're doing. You never just want to jump into something with both feet, not being fully informed on what it is you're doing. All right, that's just my humble opinion. At the end of the day, you know, you're always welcome to do what you feel you want to do, but I'm just giving you advice. All right. So I really don't like that US30 did this and then gave us this little itty bitty move here, but that's okay. Hopefully it's just pulling up just to create a top wick and eventually come on down again. Didn't quite make it to the top there, but that's okay. We saw rejections and bearish candle closures on the 5 minute. The 15 minute gave, that's the push. The 15 minute, if I would have waited for that bearish, we would have missed it, but hopefully we can get a little pullback of where it is now. Even if it retests these highs, that's fine. But eventually for it to come back down. So it looks like we took profit right around the right spot because it's starting to pull back here. So, but we'll see if US30 continues making these all-time highs. You know, it's very difficult to trade. It's very difficult to trade. Is this a bearish cup pattern? I have no idea. I don't trade those styles. Very difficult to trade when US30 makes those new highs. So I'm really liking the sells, honestly. I like the sells way more than I like buys on US30. Even though we're bullish, I know it. Even though we are, it's fine. These all-time highs that US30 has been making has forced me to look into different pairs as backups. Because when the market conditions are not conducive to the way that you trade, you have to do that. You have to look for other opportunities to trade and make some money when your main pair is not, you know, doing what you'd like it to be doing. So, what are you going to do? It is what it is. It is what it is. Oil is dropping like a stripper. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, guys, oil is smooth. Oil is smooth. Oil is very smooth. I'm going to be chilling for the day, sitting by my phone, I have, I have to watch my email and watch my phone because both my phones, because I have calls and things coming in of things I got to take care of for this week. So it's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. I will be on the charts a little bit later today. I'm gonna get off here, probably go to the gym, and then come back, get some work done, and then jump back on the charts to see if I can get this stuff working on my futures broker, so that I can get that all set up for you guys. I didn't have time to do it last week or the week before, so I will get that done so that you guys could fully see me execute a live trade on my futures broker right on TradingView, because that's how I'm going to be trading it. So you guys can be, super well informed on that. All right. So no worries, guys. I'm going to get things ready and going for you guys so that we're good to go. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Ooh. Does your private chat have a people limit? No, but why does that even matter to you? Just apply for it, and if you get in, you get in. Oh boy. Just apply. Don't worry about if there's a limit. Who cares if there's a limit or not? Your only concern should just be to get in. That's what I think. I'm not gonna say, hey, I would like to apply for your in-person class, but is there a people limit? Why? Do you have like a group of people that you're trying to get in? Like you have a group of traders and you all trade and you're trying to see if all of you can get in? That's the only way that question would make sense. But if it's just you, it doesn't matter. You're just trying to get in the group. Who cares? Trust me, guys, when you want something, just go after it. Don't worry about limitations. Don't worry about things that could hold you back. Oh my God, I shouldn't play the lottery. Everybody plays the lotto. I shouldn't play because I'm not going to win. It's all about your mindset. Your mindset is everything. Don't look at limitations or barriers or roadblocks or obstacles as a deterrent. Even so, what if I said there was? Yeah, there's a limit. Now what? You're not going to apply because I said there's a limit? Why do you care? Your only objective is, I want to get in. I want to get in. That's it. And that's it. I don't care what your limit. You could tell me your limit is 5 people and I have 20 people. My mindset is all 20 of us are going to get in some way, somehow. Especially with me. Other mentors, other traders and stuff out there, I don't know how they run theirs, but with me, you guys see how transparent, how open I am. I answer my DMs, I answer emails, unless you say something crazy. So you could talk to me. I'm accessible. Even if you said to me, hey Charlene, listen, I know your limit is 5, but listen, I got these 20 people. They're dedicated. They're serious. They really want to do this. They trust you. Da, da, da. You think I won't take that into consideration? Come on, guys. I'm different. I'm different. Take that advice and apply it to everything you have in life. Everything you have. Don't look at anything as an obstacle to say, oh, yep, there it is. I can't do it. That's just an excuse to not try. It's an excuse to not try. Damn, that girl looks really good over there. I don't think she's gonna like me. She's out of my league, so I'm just not even gonna ask her out. I'm not even gonna try. Not realizing that if you walked over there and said hello, that this might be the most down-to-earth, most friendliest, most humblest girl, and she would have loved to accept your invitation to go grab a coffee or go grab lunch or something one day. But you guys cancel yourselves out before you even try sometimes, because you're afraid, because you're in doubt. I had a student in my last in-person class. She's like, Charlene, I was kind of nervous. I was kind of scared, because you're kind of rough online, and I was a bit afraid to take you in person because I didn't know, if you were going to be like that. And I'm so glad I did it. I'm so glad I took a chance because I see that that's not how you really are. You really do care. You help out. You're a sweetheart. You know, that you guys just judge a book by its cover and just, oh, that's what it is. So I'm just going to run with that. I would say, you know what? This person might be an asshole. They might be, but you know what? They have information that I need to get better, and they're willing to give me that information. So you know what? I'm going to take a chance and try anyway. I'm going to take a chance and try anyways, because what's the worst that can happen? Because sometimes you guys don't think about the worst that can happen when you want to do something. If you want to start a business, what's the worst that can happen? You don't sell anything? What's the worst that can happen? Someone's going to talk about you? Because in life, guys, the worst thing that can happen to you is death. Because at that point, it's all over. There's nothing else you can do at that point. You can just hope that you come back in another life. There's nothing else you can do. Other than that, there's nothing else that's bad enough. You want to ask a girl out, what's the worst that can happen? She says no. She says, oh, I have a boyfriend, I'm sorry. Oh, I can't make it at that time. Who knows? What's the worst that can happen? Don't let anything hold you back. When you want something, just go for it. Go for it. At least you can say you tried. At least you can say you tried. No one can say, well, I didn't try. You don't have to live your life with regret. Say, man, I wish I would have did this. I wish I would have tried that. Nope. I wanted it. I went for it. Period. Mindset is everything, guys. Is everything. Challenge yourself. I like to challenge myself too. If I think mentally off rip, my mind is telling me like, oh, I'm scared to do that thing. I really want to do that thing. Just to see. You get like a rush from it. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Get a little rush out of it, you know? No fear. Live life with no fear. Just go for it. You never know what can happen. What doors can open. Who you can meet. You don't know. Just a little word of advice for you guys today, okay? Don't live your life with limitations that other people place on things or on you. That's for them to deal with. That's their cross to bear. You walk your own path. Okay? I like your mindset. Thank you. It took me a long time to get to this place. Long time. Gotta have the right things around you, the right people around you, guys. Surround yourself with the right things and the right people. Because you would be surprised how important that is. When you don't have the right support system around you, it's going to hurt you. If you let it. If you let it. Because you have control over that. You have control over what you allow. So you don't allow it, hey, it's not going to happen. Like that guy that messaged me, sent me that disgusting DM. I just didn't allow it. Told him to go to hell and kindly hit the block button. Came on my YouTube, blocked him again. Got blocked twice. How you get blocked twice in one day? That's like getting fired on your day off. How you got blocked twice in one day on 2 different platforms? That's crazy. That's like getting fired on your day off. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But you just don't allow it. You don't allow it. You don't let people play with you. Don't let people play in your face. Don't people play with your feelings. Don't let them play with your money. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. I didn't like what you said to me. Period. You're gone. Bye-bye. On to the next person. Crazy to me. And this guy, guys, like I have a long history of talking to this person, messaging him back and forth, He asked me questions about trading stuff, you know, commenting on posts on I put up and stuff. It was a nice, when I tell you that thing caught me off guard, I'm looking like, what the hell? And that's all it took, you know? Sometimes I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but sometimes when people cross a certain line, there's no coming back. There's no coming back from that. There's no coming back. Because it was so disrespectful. It was so utterly disrespectful. There was no coming back from that. And then you come on my YouTube looking for the same. Come on. Professor. Don't do that. Alright, we pulled all the way back to these highs. I would love to see US30 come tumbling on down here. Let me look at the higher time frames, because on the 4-hour, or was it the daily? On the daily, yeah. On the daily, it was a long rejection. Last week, US30 did that. US30 pushed up. I'm sorry, it pushed down. Then it rejected and pushed all the way back up. And then it pushed all the way back down again. I was very surprised when I saw it do that. I was like, what? I could not believe it. So I hadn't seen that in a long time. So I wouldn't be surprised if it did it again. I would not be surprised if US30 did that again. The only problem is it's respecting this resistance here. I could see it pushing up higher and then possibly coming down, but because we're so bullish, you know, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say. 15-minute looks nice and clean. If we can break that 15-minute low, that would be a good confirmation to take the continuation on down. The only problem is that's a garbage entry, you know, it's a horrible entry. Horrible entry. The best entry is right around where price is now. Something like this. Something like that would be the best entry. So my cousin yesterday, so let's talk about this for a second. So my in-person class that we just got done with, I realized that some people, be it that they're unaware, they maybe missed it when I said it, whatever the point might be beforehand. Because when I talk about having in-person classes, when I promote my classes that I'm doing in person, whatever it may be, or any training that I'm doing, I always like my people to be as well informed as possible. And what I'm finding, and this happened in the last class, but the last class, I think we only had 2 people out of the 10 or 12 it was. We only had 2 people that I think were super beginners. But this class, I think we had 3 or 4. 3, almost borderline 4 people that were relatively beginner traders. And my in-person classes are not beginner trader classes. If you are not familiar or have a certain amount of trading experience under your belt, and not beginner experience, I'm talking about you get up every day and you trade every day. You know how to do a breakdown, you know what to look for, you have a certain style already. You just need a little, you know, sharpening of the edges of the corners. That's what the in-persons are usually for, to help you sharpen what you're already doing, give you a different perspective, to help you maximize what you're already doing. That's what my in-person classes are for. And what I'm finding is that a lot of people are on 2 ends of the spectrum, to where on one hand, they feel like, okay, if I go to the in-person, it might help me to learn better. It might speed up the process for me. It might give me a little bit of a push in my journey when I'm just starting, to help me get to where I need to get to eventually. And then you have those that probably feel like the in-person is a shortcut to, you know, studying a lot, getting the course, and really getting into the nitty-gritty of things. So My cousin recommended to me that I have an in-person beginners course for beginner traders. And the thing about that is, first off, that's something that can be done online. I don't think I would need to do it in person. I understand that some people are more hands-on with things, with how they learn, but when you're starting out with trading, be it you're trading Forex, futures, options, stocks, whatever it might be. Yes, there's a bit of a learning curve in the beginning, but a lot of the stuff that you're doing is very basic. It's very, very, very basic. And I feel like I might do an in-person class or an online Zoom just for beginners. Just for beginners. And when I say beginner, I mean just that. Beginners. If you don't know how to use TradingView, you're a beginner. See this box I have up here, guys? This is my favorites tab. These are all tools that I use when I'm marking up my chart. You see how long this is? I use a lot of tools to do my markups. Even as clean as y'all see my charts look. Look at my chart. I don't have anything on here. All I have is boxes and lines. That's it. I have 2 boxes and 1, 2, 3 lines on my chart. And that's it. We just took a winning trade on US30 with that. With that. You don't see anything else. You don't see EMAs. You don't see fibs. You don't see lines. You don't see all this craziness going on. Super, super, super simple. And in my in-person class, I noticed there were some people who didn't even know how to use TradingView. I'm talking about the tools. I'm talking about knowing how to adjust their chart, move it in, move it out, bring the candles up, down, because you have to do that when you're trading. You can't just look at your chart like this or like this. You can't see anything. I could never trade if I was looking at the chart like this. I couldn't. You have to know how to zoom in, zoom out, bring your candles up. How do you bring the candles up? You bring the numbers up like this, and then you open up the chart like this. And then you bring it back down to adjust it some more. And then you look at the zoning, and then you do this and you do that. There's a lot of stuff that's basic stuff that you have to know how to do on TradingView that some people don't know how to do. Before you can even study and learn how to truly mark up your chart, how to truly analyze, you gotta know how to use TradingView. Everybody uses it. Everybody uses TradingView. So if you don't know how to do those things, you're not even ready to really understand how to analyze yet. Because that's the hard part. The hard part is analyzing. The easy part is the platform you're using, how to navigate that platform. That's the easy part. So if you don't even know how to navigate the platform, how are you truly going to understand how to analyze whatever it is you're analyzing? And then you're looking at indices, you're looking at metals, you're looking at futures now. These are not pairs or things to be played with. You really got to know what you're doing to take these things on. So because I'm 6 going on 7 years in this game, that to me is obsolete. Like, oh nah, TradingView, I don't have time to sit down and teach people how to use TradingView. That's kindergarten stuff, but I see how much it's needed. I see that there is a gaping hole in our niche when it comes to the beginners. I didn't realize it was as bad as it is, honestly. I did not realize that. And it's nothing wrong. I was a beginner at one point. There's nothing wrong with being a beginner. Nothing at all. But there is something wrong with putting the cart before the horse. Because if you're trying to learn how to analyze, but you don't know how to properly use the platform you're analyzing on, then that's going to make your learning curve a lot bigger than it needs to be. And my course does have beginner topics in there, but not to the point where like, oh, I just found out about trading a week ago and I'm ready to trade live today. Like, no. No. It takes time. When I looked into futures, I didn't jump into futures overnight. Even though it's the same avenue pretty much, I still didn't jump into it overnight. I still said, I have to know what I'm doing here. I have to learn how to use these platforms. I have to understand how this broker moves. I got to know this stuff before I just jump in with both feet. Because you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. You just know you want to get in there and make money. But there's a process you have to go through first. So it's a lot. So I'm going to highly consider having a beginner masterclass. I don't know if it's going to be an in-person class. I'm going to gauge the market and see how you guys feel about that. Whether you want, more of you want it to be in person or more of you are okay with it being online. And it's just going to be solely on beginner stuff. I'm talking about how to use TradingView, how to use the tools, how to calculate pips, even calculating pips. Some people didn't know. What is micro lot? What is standard lot? What are mini lots on futures? Mini contracts, I'm sorry. So it's and even some traders that are relatively experienced still don't know certain things, you know. And it took me having that class to realize that I'm thinking, man, I do not want people to pay to come to a class from me and they are not fully knowledgeable on what the class will entail. Because if you gotta stay in your weight class when you're trading. I could see, because I'm watching, I'm looking right at my students as I'm talking to them. I can see the look on your face. I can see your body language. I could tell by the lack of questions. I could tell how much of this information is truly being absorbed and how much of it is literally going right over their head. And that's not, it's not like it's a bad thing because they just weren't prepared for it. But I feel like, Charlene, are you not doing a good enough job at informing people of what you're doing before you promote it? Because I thought I said it all the time, that my in-person classes are not, absolutely positively not, for beginner traders. And somehow I still find beginner traders coming to my in-person classes. And the thing is, you can't control what people want to do. If people feel like, yeah, it's not for beginners, I'm a beginner, but I still want to take it, what are you going to do? It is what it is. I can't stop that person. But I'm going to do a better job at vetting people beforehand so that they're aware of what it is they're getting. Because my in-person classes are not cheap. I take them very seriously. And I have an absolute determination for those students to leave my class with a ton more knowledge than they came in there with. And if they leave my class a lot more lost than when they came in, that's the problem. That's the problem for me. Because you didn't come to me to be more confused than when you walked in that classroom. You want to leave feeling empowered, excited about applying the information that you just learned. You literally have me in the palm of your hand, not only for the class, but after the fact. Any one of my in-person students, any one of my students, period, can contact me anytime. Hey, Charlene, can we go over this? Can we do that? I give myself to anybody who wants my help. But if I feel like the information that I'm giving is falling on deaf ears and it's not intentional, it's because you truly you're not at that level yet. That's a problem for me. I would rather you come to me and say, listen, Charlene, I just started. This is the knowledge I have so far. What do you recommend for me? And I'm going to give you my honest assessment. I can tell exactly where you are in your trading just by the type of questions that you ask. I can tell by your body language. I can tell if I'm explaining something to you and I'm asking you certain things and you're answering a certain type of way where you are. I can tell off rip, period. Just like that. And I am not going to tell you to take your hard-earned money and come sit in a classroom and fly. Each and every one of those students flew in. I think there's only one that didn't. Everyone else flew in. That means you pay for the class, you pay for flights, you pay for hotel, you pay for food, you pay for a rental car, transportation to get there. Only to come there and not leave with a world of information that you can go use to go make all that money back that you just invested. That's a problem for me. And I'll be honest with y'all, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I was like, no, this is not good. This is not good. It's not good because the information is almost wasted. It's almost wasted because that information, when you are at that level, you probably won't even remember. You're gonna have to review it and go over it again and again and again. So I'm going to sit down with my assistant and we're going to map out a game plan specifically for beginner traders. Intermediate traders, you can just get my course. It's that simple. If you're intermediate, you're good to go. Just get my course and I'll guide you in the right direction. But if you are an absolute beginner, even these live sessions, you really even shouldn't even be on because you're not going to understand jack shit of what we're talking about on here. Drawing my zones, looking for trades, talking about volume, talking about imbalances, liquidity grabs, all that good stuff. You're not going to understand it. It's all going to be foreign language to you. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to come up with a game plan so that everybody is as well informed as possible. So that my next in-person class that I have, which will probably be around August or September when I get back from Spain, I don't want to see not one beginner in that class. I'm going to make sure all the people that sign up for that class are actual real traders, not beginner traders. I don't care if 100 people apply and I only approve 3. I don't care. If you are a beginner trader, my advanced in-person classes are not for you. So we're going to talk about it. Can you explain how you came to the zone where we got US30 sell from? Was it the consolidation? See this box that I have here, Marcia? This is an area where price kept rejecting from. Okay, we never came back to these highs. Let me remove this box here. We have a high here. Tap, tap. 1 tap, 2 tap. Then we have a line here. 1 tap, 2 tap. Market dropped from here again. See this black line I have already here? Boom, 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 boom. Tap, tap, tap. And then we drop. Next area. Here. tap, tap. You have to see where the market is reacting from. Creating newfound levels of structure. Boom, boom, boom. Easy peasy. Market already told you it reacted from here once before. Before we can worry about this high, it has to break this high. Before we can worry about these highs, it has to break this high. If it don't break those highs, most likely it's going to react from that area. So once the market comes down, and once I saw this reaction here, all these wicks, all I'm looking to see is what the market's going to do when it gets up here. Are we going to react? Are we going to break? Are we going to come down? What's it going to do here? Market comes up here. Perfect. Now we drop down to the lower time frames and we look for rejections, bearish candle, break of lows. You already knew that last time price was here, it dropped. Came here again, dropped again. Market's a creature of habit. It's going to do the same thing over and over and over again. So once it comes back to that zone, what do I think it's going to do? It's either going to go up or it's going to come back down. Okay. I hope that answers your question. Lovely. Broke this low. Now we're back at support here. Perfect. Let's remove this zone and see. But anyway, guys, I'm not looking for any more trades. I am done. We got a nice US30 win. We caught this drop right here. Price retrace, and now it's kind of ping-ponging inside this range here. I'm pretty much done for the day. Not looking for any more setups. I'm going to wrap up the YouTube live here and call it a day. The part of me starting my lives now at 9 a.m. is because of that. No longer having to sit in front of the computer for 2, 3, 4 hours every day. Most of the setups were coming after 9, either happening at 7 before I started or 9 after, which means I have to I have to sit there all that time and wait when the market moves all day long. So no reason why I can't jump on at 9, wait for that 9:30 whiplash, and then boom. All right, so that's all I got. That's all I got. Our live sessions on YouTube are gonna be maybe an hour, 2 hours max. I don't want to be on for any longer than that anymore. So that's all I got for y'all today. Let me see this chat real quick before I cancel here. Can I go on the trade? Have you thought about maybe a questionnaire to enter on your non-beginner class? Yes, definitely. Yeah, we're gonna map out everything. We're gonna map out everything, so you guys are well informed. Hello, Charlene. Thanks for your wisdom you share. You're awesome and very selfless. Great info. Thank you. Your student Tyrone, sir. Thank you, Tyrone. Appreciate you, my guy. Maybe a little 5-question test to enter. Yes. We're gonna come up with a lot. Yes. Give them a second chance. Well, I'm gonna stick with them. I'm gonna stick with them and make sure that I get them where they need to be. I'm definitely gonna do that. As a beginner myself, I find myself more confused watching all these YouTube videos on trading, as everyone seems to have a different style. I need to find 1 or 2 that work for me. Yes, it's a trial and error process, Sandra. You got to try different things and see what works for you and stick with that. That's pretty much it. So that's it, guys. Happy Monday. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all be good. As always, it's your favorite female trader, SIMPLEFX. I'm out.